Ford has been winning fans over with his high-energy shows and incredible music that people can relate to. While not getting tons of radio airplay, Colt is definitely making a name for himself with country music fans. Not only is he a very talented artist, but he's also a very savvy businessman. Kelly Lynn caught up with Colt at a recent showcase in downtown Nashville.
I'm here with my buddy Colt Ford. It's always so good to see you tonight. It's a fun night. The place is packed.
It's gonna be fun. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Now, I just heard that you just got back from Canada with Eric Church. How was it?
It was cold, but it was awesome. I mean, it was mighty nice of Eric to invite me to go up there and open up for him up in Canada. And we were playing those big hockey arenas. They were all sold out, and all these, 15, 16,000 people every night. And it was awesome. And it was just me and him. So, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I got him, I'd get him warmed up, and he'd come out there and close it down. It was great.
I bet you did. So a lot of snow, but it was warm inside. I mean,
I didn't see no grass for a while, so.
I bet a Georgia boy in Canada. I mean, that's some cold weather. But you know what? The fans in Canada love country music.
Oh man, they were awesome. There's there's country folks everywhere. That's why me and Brantley wrote "Country Must Be Countrywide." I mean, they're everywhere, and I just saw just as many rednecks up there as I see down in Georgia. They just talk different. They just say it. They say "a" and I'm saying "y'all," but we were having.
They ain't and they say "a."
Yeah, well, we had fun though. I mean, they were into everything we were doing, and it was a lot of fun.
I love that. I bet that was a great show. I mean, two of my favorite performers.
Well, there was a lot of energy on that stage for sure. I mean, it's pretty intense. I mean, you've seen I play pretty hard, and Eric is one of the most intense people you'll ever see. So, yeah, if you wanted to come sit down and relax, that was not the show to come to.
So what'd you guys do in your spare time in between shows? Did you get to hunt any? Or?
Well, no, we didn't really. Now, that's funny. I wanted to ride a snowmobile because that seems like a redneck kind of thing to do, and I didn't get to do that. But there wasn't as much spare time as you know how it goes. Not as much as you'd think. I mean, and we did the whole country, so there was a lot of traveling in between.
Some desolate country. There's a lot of roads.
Yeah, there was a lot of late night travel, and then with the snow on the road, you can't go. It's a lot slower to get there. So we did a little songwriting and a little things out there. He got to fly back for the Grammys, and so we had a few days off. But we really it was fun, man. It was just I can't tell you how a good time we had up there.
What a good combination. So you guys wrote together.
Well,
was this the first time?
No, we actually, him and I wrote with Jeff Hyde that plays in his band that he wrote Spring and Driver, and Eric was pretty busy. He had his wife Catherine up there with him and the baby for a long time, and so hopefully me and him are going to get together to write. I would really like to do that. I'm such a fan of his songwriting.
That would be a great collaboration. Now, speaking of that, you just collaborated with John Anderson on a video. Tell me how that came together. I've talked to John about it, so I know how.
Well, man, John Anderson is a legend, you know what I mean? And he's just, what an amazing guy and a great guy. I mean, and one of those people that the young folks need to know about, And my favorite thing when he asked me about doing that song, obviously I remember swinging. That was my childhood. So I had that Wild and Blue record, came out in 1982, I think. I was a freshman in high school. And, one of my favorite things was doing that record, hoping that a lot of these young kids that I got might hear that and go, I'm going to go find a John Anderson record and do something with that. And I thought that would be really cool. And he is just, man, what an awesome individual he is. It was an honor to work with him.
I loved seeing the video with you two together. Now, talk about, because you're involved in so many things. You're a businessman. I mean, that's a movie that you guys are, that was for a movie, right?
Yeah, I'm one of the executive producers of that movie. And we do all kinds of things, man. I mean, we're trying to get into everything, and that's fun. I mean, our people, Shannon and I, that own the record label, we're creative guys. So, it's not it's a business, but we're not a suit and tie wear and sit behind there kind of guys. We like to get out there and get involved and write and try different things, and that's kind of the way we run our record label. Just kicking it in the big town, we should not have slowed it down. I give anything if I was driving a lamb with the big dreams in my pocket. Yeah, this is what
Colt spends most of his time out on the road and with as many friends as he has in the business. You just never know who will take the stage with him at any one show. Check out ColtFord.com to keep up with his tour schedule. We have to take another quick little break, but we've still got lots more ahead, including a sit-down interview with the legendary Bill Anderson. You won't want to miss this, so make sure you keep it right here on Inside Music Row.